Today, we're going to show you how to build the foundation for advertising in your newspaper. We'll show you ways to nail down some new business, hammer home key points, construct a sales presentation that's on the level, fair and square. Hey, wasn't that bad?
In this edition of Sales Up, we'll discuss how to make a professional sales presentation to an advertiser. In our roundtable discussions, we'll discuss what to do with advertisers who told you that their ad just didn't work. We'll interview Lauren Gifford at Ace Hardware in Vail, Colorado, and learn how to better sell and service small retailers. All this and much more. This is Sales Up.
Making a powerful sales presentation is crucial to getting the sale, but many ad reps make their presentations with the wrong focus. They look at the presentation as their opportunity to talk about the subject they know best, their newspaper. They make their entire focus their newspaper's features. Things like, our newspaper has big readership, or our newspaper has big circulation, or our newspaper has low ad rates. The trouble is, advertisers don't care about that.
Mr. Mother, the newsletter reaches over 340,000 people in the county, and 67% of our readers make over...
This is what the client is thinking. Advertisers don't care about your circulation or ad rates. They only care about getting more customers.
Did you say more customers?
Yes, customers. That's what they want. What you need is to shift your presentation from the newspaper's focus to the client's focus. Keep the conversation on their field, in their arena. You've got to talk about their business. In the previous edition of Sales Up, we discussed interviewing skills. It's crucial that you fully interview the advertiser before you make the presentation. Otherwise, you can only guess what the client needs. And that's no way to be a marketing professional. Could you imagine if your doctor had the same attitude?
We've got a special for you. How about I cut you open, take out your gallbladder, sew you up, you'll be good as new.
Doc, all I have is a little headache.
Come on now, I'm really good at them. How about we do the gallbladder thing, and while I'm rooting around in there, if I see something that doesn't look right, I'll take that out too. No charge. What do you say?
With newspapers, it looks like this.
This week, Mr. Wesson, we're selling our annual wedding guide. We're inserting it in all 7,500 copies of the Echo. It's only $199 per quarter page. What do you say?
But we're a gun shop. We sell guns.
Yeah, but sometimes people have shotgun weddings. Yeah, give guns as wedding gifts. Oh, work with me here, work with me. And hey, if you buy a half page, I'll add color for half price. Blood red. What do you say?
When you make the presentation focused on newspaper-related facts like circulation and ad rates, you take the focus off the advertiser's marketing goals, and that puts you in a weaker position. Instead, we need to shift the presentation to the client's information and only use our circulation, ad rates, and other benefits in relation to how they specifically relate to the client's marketing problems. Now, assuming we've been a professional and we've done a full interview, it's time to package the presentation. Remember, your clients do not want to buy advertising. They want to buy solutions to marketing problems. You need to come up with a plan that helps them achieve specific marketing goals. The key is, does it make sense based upon what the advertiser has told you? Don't be afraid to propose a long-term contract. Your advertisers buy Yellow Pages contracts for 52 weeks without hesitation. The key is, do you have the rationale for the proposal based upon what the advertiser has said? If you have a spec artist, share with them what you've learned in the interview. Have them prepare and package the spec ads as professionally as you can. The more professional your proposal looks, the more value the advertiser will place in it, and the more likely they will be to buy it. Now, once you have the plan, it's time to make your presentation. Here's how you do a power presentation. First, you restate. You repeat back to the client everything they said to you in the interview. Tell them everything you learned.
Mrs. Dingle, you said that your primary target market for your writing academy were parents, 25 to 45 years old, most of them moms.
As you go through the restate process, confirm that you're on the same page with the advertiser.
Isn't that right?
That's right.
And you also said that you draw people from as far away as Ralston, but that most of your customers are from right here in Bellevue. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
Your best season is summer, but spring is still very good. And midwinter is your slowest time, right?
Every time you restate a known fact that the advertiser gives you, there's only one thing the advertiser can say, either orally or mentally, and that is...
That's right.
What you're doing is bulldozing a superhighway in the advertiser's brain between the thought yes and their mouth. They get so used to saying yes, they're ready to say yes to just about anything you say.
That's right.
When you have fully restated what you learned in the interview, you have the client in an excellent position. They now believe that you understand their business. They have confidence in you. You're no longer an adversary, but a prospective marketing partner. Now it's time to make your formal proposal. Now what you want to do is you want to weld your recommendation to their information in a tight chain. We call this the chain of integration. You do this in a since-therefore structure. Now watch how it works.
Since you said that your primary target market is working moms with kids under the age of 12 who live within a 5-mile circle of downtown, I'm just going to recommend our city edition because you don't attract the rural folks anyway, right?
Not really.
And since you said that the main problem facing these working moms is finding a daycare that stays open late, our ad campaign is going to position your daycare as the one for working moms. Makes sense, right?
Oh, yeah.
Integrate. Tie their information with your recommendation and get acceptance.
And since you said that the main problem facing these working moms is finding a daycare that stays open late, our ad campaign is going to position your daycare as the one for working moms. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Integration makes a powerful bond that's very difficult for the advertiser to break. They can't disagree with the first part of the integration because it's their own information. They can only disagree with your recommendation. And if your recommendation is a sound one, it's very hard to break.
Now, you said that you're trying to raise your happy hour sales and that Ladies' Night has worked in the past. I'm going to recommend a quarter-page ad is run for the next 6 weeks that says Girls' Night Out Happy Hour. Makes sense, don't you think?
Once you have a string of 3 or 4 yeses to your integration, you're ready to close. Now, the client has told you they want to buy by accepting the premise of your integration. Now, we'll cover closing the sale in detail in the next edition of Sales Up. But for now, just start writing up the order.
Great. I'm going to go ahead and put you down for that 6-week contract. Now, we agreed on that special rate, right? The $12 per column inch?
Show your conviction and take control. Assume the sale and start writing. If the client has agreed to your integrations, they have given you the implied approval for the proposal. Just start writing. But sometimes they won't agree to your integrations.
Now, you said that you're trying to raise your happy hour sales and that Ladies' Night has worked in the past. I'm going to recommend a quarter-page ad is run for the next 6 weeks that says Girls' Night Out Happy Hour. Makes sense, don't you think?
No, I don't think so.
When the client objects to your integration, simply go back to the restate phase. Rebuild the bridges, find areas of agreement, and isolate the true objection.
Mr. Cooley, I'm confused. I thought you said you wanted to raise your happy hour sales.
Yeah, it did.
And didn't you say Ladies' Night worked in the past?
I got a lot of guys in here. They were nothing but jerks. I had to hire an extra bouncer.
Oh. Well, what if we made Thursday night ladies only from 4 to 7 p.m.? Fill the place up with ladies during happy hour. Come 7 p.m., let the guys in. Girls can stay if they want. That meets your needs, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Great, let me write that up.
The secret to power presentations is to first have a comprehensive understanding of the advertiser's business and package your proposal as professionally as you can. Make your sales presentation by first restating the information from the interview and then integrate. Tie the advertiser's information to your recommendation. And this is where you mention the newspaper's features, but only how those features relate to the advertiser's information. When the advertiser has agreed to 3 or more of your integrations, close the sale by assuming they'll buy and just start writing. Do this, and you'll have a much easier time selling advertising.